Well, hello, YouTube. Welcome back to Old Guy Plays 1969 for some more No Man's Sky. This will be episode 2 of Expedition Breach, where we try to complete more of the tasks that are at hand. Let's go to the actual game feed, pop into the game, and we are going to load up our save, which is this one here, the Breach. Let's have a look at what tabs we got completed. Now, I know some of the bigger names now at this point are doing these as little speed runs. You're not going to see me speed run this, unfortunately. I don't think I really know enough about No Man's Sky to be pulling off those feats. But anyway, I'd like to thank the people that have been tuning into the series. I do appreciate the comments and that you're liking the videos. I do appreciate that. So, keep doing that. I do read all the comments. Sometimes a little slow getting to them, but I will usually always reply to them if I can. Okay, so where are we? We are on the ground here somewhere with our dude. Let's just, so that we're safe, let's get in our ship. Now let's have a look at the expedition tab. See what's going on. All right, so on phase 1, it looks like we've done everything but reach the rendezvous. We haven't done that yet. Acquire a debris rangefinder. Assemble a corvette. Research the wreckage of a lost corvette. Okay, we do have this one. Star spawn. Collect reward. Destroy asteroids. That gives us our submarine drive upgrade, nautical platform. Okay. Submarine mining, submarine analysis device. Yeah, so there is a spot where we're going to have to find an ocean world and do some ocean technology. The Humboldt drive, I think, is also for that sub. Record an underwater creature, deploy a sub, reach rendezvous 2. Okay, here they feed. So we got the reward for this as well, which gives us a suit upgrade. I'm going to take one here in the corner. Now, I do have the rest of them here. I think I will start doing these here. Looks like we got some life support modules and stuff too. So there's the Humboldt drive module. The Humboldt drive. Where should that go? I got a feeling that's for the sub. Very powerful upgrade for the Humboldt drive. Well, maybe I don't have a Humboldt drive installed yet. Stabilized nozzles. Launch thruster hyperdrive, Atlantic drive. Life support module. Okay, so this is from my exosuit. So this is an S-grade upgrade for that. Repackaged personal refiner, but I already got one of those. Solar panel, not solar panner, solar panel. This is a solar purifier. That's the same thing, isn't it? T-gel generator. That oxygen recycler only gives us like 10%. Let us life support module. Liquid gas recycle. Yeah, 70%. So those are all better upgrades. They're all S-class, so we'll install those instead. Humboldt drive. Supreme submarine drive upgrade. Yeah, so that's what that's for. Let's leave that in the ship. Personal refiner, I'm gonna throw that in the ship. Just so it isn't on our person. These nav data, so throw them in the ship. Wire looms. The hydrogen silicate powder. Storm crystal, I'll throw that in the ship. Alright, that's the ship. Looks like it's nighttime on this world now. So really, as far as the expedition goes, we haven't really grinded out a lot. So I know, like I said, average time, if you did it yourself and just grind it right through, it's roughly about 3 hours is what I'm hearing online. But I don't know, looking at this, for me, I think this series is probably going to run maybe 4 or 5 episodes before we actually get this done, which wouldn't be too bad because it means we're going to do all the stages within 5 episodes. So that's kind of cool. All right. Had to grab a little drink. Now, so it's saying reach the first rendezvous. Reward, you get a debris wrangler and craftable components and some plants. And I do that from where I'm at. Was there a reason why we were on this world? I'm wondering if we're like a little low and stuff, because chromatic metal, we might need more of that. Oxygen we're okay on, but I noticed we don't have any carbon. Hello, critter creature. Stomping around outside. Okay, let's grab this dehydrogen, because we don't have a lot of it either. I guess that's another issue that you can have. If No Man's Sky is your only game, then probably not an issue. But I'm playing baseball, I've got some other games on the go offline. I'm playing some car simulator, so just checking out some different games, seeing if I want to cover them on the channel, that sort of thing. And so it's hard to remember from one save to the next where roughly you're at stuff. It's hazardous flora. Oxygen up here. Like I say, I'm pretty sure I got lots of oxygen already. I think my multi-tool's out of gas.
Technology recharge.
I also need ion batteries, which wouldn't hurt if I found some cobalt so I could make those. Ouch. So this is carbon. Unidentified, so.
Units received.
Or unidentified. We definitely need carbon, so I'm going to have to take a moment here and round up some carbon because I need it. Pretty sure it was carbon we were low in. Cloud, it looked like there was something flying overhead. let's see. So oxygen, 216 carbon, dihydrogen. Probably use a little bit more dihydrogen. Thought I seen a little patch of it here in front of us. Okay. It's carbon. And these things will get easier to do once I have a Corvette as well. So let's just go up into space, I think, next. See where we're supposed to be. Now, I prefer flying around in the ship in this view, but if at any point you're like, I don't really like that perspective. I know a lot of guys, when they go to space, what they like to do is to go to the utilities, switch to this mode, right? And then you can get up into space and do your thing that way. But I've kind of, for myself, become accustomed to this view. So I don't know, seem to like that one a little bit. All right, new with the expedition. Space anomaly remains open to you. I think we want to go to the galaxy map. And it's telling us to go down to this system here. And then down to this one. Can we go all the way there? No, out of jump range. So we have to go here first. Now, I've always wondered where this is an abandoned system. I know in the regular game, after 5 jumps, you usually get attacked. Okay, Grand Base Station system. What's on this world? High Sentinel activity. Frost crystals. Guess there's nothing wrong with having a look at each space station. Because when you go to each one, there'll be a refresh, influx of new things maybe you can buy. And I know we were low on chromatic metal. And I can never remember which side it is. I think it's on the opposite side for the trade terminal. But usually every time you go in here, it's usually an upgrade or two in these exosuit expansion. Nice, glad to check that. Multi-tool upgrade. Exosuit up. So for 3,500 units, which I think we'll do. But do I want to do it down here? I can do it up here since I'm paying for it. And I also got a free one. And I know for a little while that wasn't working, so it's nice to see they got that fixed. So let's put an upgrade here, because we're gonna need those slots at some point. These abandoned stations are a little spooky though. The only problem I have with this mode, because you can play this, yeah, you can play this offline too in a regular save. You can play abandoned if you go into the settings. My only issue with it is, yes, okay, I understand it makes it harder, it takes all the vendors away, but I wish they had the option where they could where you could say, let's mix it up. So some systems will be abandoned and core, and some would be, you know, nobody there at all. So I wish that option was there, but Doesn't seem to be. All right, let's go to sell first. 249,000 units. I think we got 5 of those fusion cores. Highly valued. Highly going bundle of fusion cores. I don't think we need these for any missions. So I'll sell them. Watch me need them afterwards. Okay. Okay, can I switch to my ship? Anything on the ship to sell? Gold, silver, may need that, platinum, storm crystal. Alright, let's go back to buy. Back to my regular inventory. The hypnotic eye. I don't really know. We would need the emergency signal scanner. Suspicious packet. Tech. Sometimes those can have upgrades. 80,000. I'm up to 1 million units. Well, we do have carbon. I need more carbon. Grab it. See. Yeah, of course you wouldn't have chromatic metal or anything like that that a fella could use. Alright, okay. Encrypted nav data. Alright, and I got all this booby-lotted and all over the place again here. Oh god, I feel a sneeze coming on. Sorry about that, folks. Oh. And where I like to play full screen too. I don't have access to the controls on my mic, so it's not like I click a button and mute the thing, so I apologize. Alright. Let's get off of this base then. Okay, so that's where we just came from. Looks like this system has 2 planets, so the other one looks like it's over here. Dusty planet. Salvageable scrap. Those are always good. And there's no... Yeah. The salvageable scrap, it's easy to go get, but not in this ship. I'd rather have the Corvette before I go looking for that. Alright, let's go back to the galaxy map. The next place we really got to go is down here. This is what's telling us where the mission is. This is where Rendezvous was. So warp on to it. Alright, so there's the star base in this system. That is where the rendezvous is, so I think. Maybe not. Let's go to the star base first anyway. It's like I said, I have no chromatic metal. I think I'm going to need more. And of course, I think each star base comes with exosuit upgrades, so let's go see what's in this one. That's the only bummer. Like, I got one upgrade there for that refiner. I'm not going to be able to use it, and the reason why I'm not going to be able to use it because this mode there's no vendors. Install mining beam module. Now, do I have a mining beam? Yeah. No. Well, I do. Those together makes the mining beam a little bit more efficient. Okay, so it speeds that upgrade speeds up by 8%. I'll take it. You know, I guess this will be one I'll have to pay for, right? 35,000 units. Okay, well, since I'm paying, upgrade the top portion. And let's hit the other side. Oops. Yeah. I think I know now why people say silly stuff like that. I mean, you know, going bam and stuff in videos. I think it's just to fill in empty space because it's like, I'm not saying that people are probably going to get bored. All right, what's here to buy? That Hypnotic Eye's back again at this one. Some more carbon here I can get. There's silicate powder. I don't have much of that. More poop. Spark canister? No, there's not really anything here to buy. Yeah, you can say what you like about that, but I think that's by design. I'm gonna want you to grind things out a little bit to a degree. All right. Oh, let's see. I think we got a planetary body over where? Here? Yeah, it's behind the space station, I think. No. Just head off in this direction a bit. And shut her down. Spin around, see what we can see. That's a poisonous planet. Go to our Discoveries tab. Bet you this is the one we want. It's got aggressive sentinels. Is that at? I got it marked. Tritium rich asteroid. Do not know how much tritium we have, but take it. That's the marked planet. Alright, so go to expedition, go to this timestamp. Rendezvous with the marked on the galaxy map. Reach the rendezvous. Yep, I'm seeing it now. Wants me to rendezvous in the dead planet. Okay, well, let's get it lined up. And we'll head to it. It'll take us about 2 minutes to get there. So once I'm done an hour of this, I don't know if you're following the regular save, but I'll be uploading an hour of that. And then I'll be doing some baseball and Subnautica. So we kind of got 4 series on the go. But the baseball, I got like 15 episodes or something pre-recorded. So I'm quite far ahead on that one. I don't know if you like sports or not, but I'm kind of into a little bit of everything. I mean, if there is at ever point, because I'm now getting enough of a following that people are making some comments. So if there's a game you'd like to see me cover, by all means suggest it. I'll look into it, see if it's my cup of tea, and yeah, I'd be curious to try out some new stuff. Who knows, it might even be a game I have, and I just haven't really thought to cover it. Ooh, man, what a stormy planet. Lightning strikes, whoa! Yeah, this is an approximate location one. Slow down a bit. Hopefully the storm will stop before I have to land. That's the other thing with this type of ship too. You can only get it down to 20 units a second. As far as speed, like you can hold the brakes on this is all you want. That's as far as you're gonna get. I bet you we are due to stop. Whatever that house is, probably. This says approximate location. I got a feeling it's this over here. Reach the designation. This is another minute. Can we land? No. This landing area not clear. Those are shards. Well, let's land anyway if we can. Now, I can't remember if this world had aggressive sentinels or not. I think it did. Sentinels, Forsaken.
Toxic protection. Falling. Weather update. Storm clearing.
Okay, good. The storm's clearing. Let's get back in for a second and wait. It's like a weird shellfish type of greaser.
Extreme toxicity detected. Toxic protection. Falling.
Okay, so I guess what we want is this way. Not quite sure what was hitting me there. Something's hitting me. I don't know what it is. It is this building. When you know it, you know what I mean? Like I said, I bet you it's that building we gotta go to. Ooh, oxygen-rich plant.
Toxic protection.
Grab that. Oh man, what the hell is hitting me?
Toxic protection. Falling.
Okay, let's see if I can get this back up. Loading.
Technology recharge.
Let's call my ship in.
Toxic protection. Falling.
I really don't like not having it around. Let's do a save. Now, this is a rendezvous station, so all I gotta do here is just go inside. I don't really think I gotta do anything else. Although I do see some more of those critter eggs around, which we know we can get nanites from, but
Toxic protection. Stabilizing.
there we go. So we got the rendezvous point reached. I did get a battery. Read the encyclopedia? Sure, why not? Word for Gek. It's Gek. Son of a Gek. Alright. This is a sample. So raise my standing with the Gek, and I don't know why that's even there. Okay. Deserted terminal. I don't know if you get anything from these or not, to be honest with you. Just gonna destroy that stuff, that slime. You can collect it up, refine it down into stuff, but not gonna bother. Baleful eye. Unblinking and monstrous. Turn to blood. Fear turned my blood veins to ice. I was so afraid it could see me, but then the clouds moved and it was gone. I'm not sure if this has been real, or fungal deposits from the last Lord visit are clogging my exosuit vents, affecting my cognition somehow. I cleaned the filter 6 times now, but I still feel it inside me. I discovered something coded deep inside the long-dead traveler's log. Something has been left that'll aid me on my own journey. Probably nanites. Yeah. Nothing but nanites. Yeah, I don't think I need those eggs. Kind of needed them before to kind of get the get some nanites and to also get the achievement there for the vile brood or whatever it is. Okay, let's. Where are we at? Multi-tool. No, there's a piece still on the multi-tool. Yeah, we need an ion battery. We just found one, but we need more. And I think I got the recipe for the battery. Yeah, I need cobalt. So yes, maybe that's something we can have a little gander here. Is there a cave here somewhere? Ooh. It does look like there's one up here. Let's hit up here. Cave map. Cobalt. There we go. Oh, it's telling me to analyze it. I thought it just did. Unix received. So what do we got here? Cave marrow, carbon, cobalt, and silver. This is silver. Let's see if we can get some more cobalt. There we go. Dihydrogen in these as well. This is worthwhile getting. I get the batteries, get the other piece of the exosuit fixed up. This is gummanite. My God, the wriggly spearmint monster is loose in this cave. Yeah, that was dumb. I don't know why I said that. Cobalt, cobalt, cobalt. Give me the cobalt. Geode. Anytime you see those pop up, go into your inventory, analyze them. Usually just gives you more of what you already dug up.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Shut up. I'm gonna put these in the thing there because that makes sodium, which we kind of need for toxic protections. For these. Crystal fragment. Okay, how much cobalt did I get? 244. That should be enough to make some ion battery. Okay. I think I only needed one more for the multi-tool. There we go. Now I got a personal force field. I did see that there was another technology I could install. I think it's in my suit. Yeah. Maybe that's the one I... Life support. Oxygen recycler. I think this is the one that I took out. I don't know how many of these you can have in your system. Got lots of oxygen. Let's put it in and have a look. Okay, now you can use that. It only gives you 10% life support, but well, it's in there. Oh, this one's not working either. Oh, but this one needs antimatter and sodium nitrate, which means, yeah, I would need a lot more sodium. Guess I'll have to keep an eye out to buy that somewhere. I know these cave marrows, if you dig these up, so that gave me like 19 of those, and you can refine these down into sodium. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. Oh, there we go. More sodium there. All right, so let's go up to our expedition log. Yeah, let's correct. Yeah. Collect the reward for that. Exosuit upgrade. Oh, and we learned the formula for the debris rangefinder. Okay. And all the recipes for those parts. There we go. Another piece of the expedition completed. Now, I think in order to move forward on this one, that is a device we need to construct. Let's see what we got on us. Let's see what we need. May have to head back to the space station to get some more components. Okay, so to make this, we need solar mirror, quantum computer, and metal plating. So metal plating, I know, just needs regular old ferrite dust to make that. There's that. Okay, now we need a quantum computer, which needs antimatter and chromatic metal. Again, like I said, I knew we were going to need more chromatic metal. I don't know. Antimatter. Again, more chromatic metal is needed. All right, so we either need to find a copper deposit or something else that's going to give us the activated quartzite. 601. I know quartzite, you can refine that down into chromatic. Let's tag that. Extreme storm, yeah. Got for fuel. Ship. Launch thruster fuel. Good there. I think let's take the ship. I think this was to our left. Yep. Hopefully, this is a good deposit of it. Yeah, it looks pretty healthy. Okay, storm, go away. I'm gonna grab a drink, I guess, of water while we're waiting for that storm. In the meantime, is there anything else I can refine down? All right, so we have carbon, charge that. Let's see. Silver, silicate powder. I think I need this to be sodium nitrate. And can I make more of these ion batteries? Because these will help with the protections. Instead of needing sodium to protect myself against the elements. Looks like the storm is past. Scan these fellas, get some free okay, we're right on this. Activated quartzite. Okay, let's go down to the smallest receptacle we can. Dig this up. And I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure the quartzite is like a 2-to-1 ratio. So for every one quartzite you mine, you'll get like either 2 or 4, something like that, chromatic metal. That's why, like, I want to get the resources on this.
Toxic protection. Falling.
Yep, I know it's falling. Now, probably here in a second, move to the larger receptacle. But I want to make sure that I get a lot of this first. Before I do. Okay, let's go to the larger one.
Protection. Falling.
Get this dug up a little bit faster. I mean, you can do it this way if you're impatient.
Toxic protection.
I'm normally patient, but this planet is driving me crazy. I mean, our toxic protections are almost gone here. Use an ion battery.
Technology recharge. Toxic protection. Falling.
Get this dug up. This material is so important. I feel no matter what save you're doing, chromatic metal is something you're always going to need lots of. Regular copper as well. Carbon, dehydrogen. So all good stuff to hoard up or to farm. Okay, I think we're good that way. Let's get back in the ship. All right. Let's make some lettuce. Let us. Wow, I got over 500 pieces there. Wow, look at that. That'll make 2,000 pieces of that stuff. Well, let's just, yeah, for every one you get 4. Let's stop right there. 200. That's probably enough of that. We'll throw the rest of that in the starship. Now, let's go to... Alright, so with this, we need to make an antimatter. So what do we need to make antimatter? Okay, we can make one of those already, according to this. Okay. And then make the computer. And then... No, and then... solar mirror I think we need for this thing too. There, I think we got all the components because now it's flashing at me. There we go. And this allows us to scan for debris. Don't have very much condensed carbon left. I'm gonna make some more of that. There we go.
Toxic protection. Falling.
Part of the mission done. What do we get for this one? Oh, Corvette base modules. Definitely needed this. Landing gear, Titan sub, Medusa class, photon cannon, and a ramp. Yep, all the basic stuff that you need. Mission radar. All right. Let's stop, go to the exosuit. I was going to say, let's stop this. Get our condensed carbon. Hopefully when we go back to the space station to build our Corvette, we can get some regular carbon while we're there. Let's build one more battery. I'd like to have always 5 on me. Sodium nitrate. Need more sodium too. Alright, I think we're good here for a minute.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Alright, let's get off of this shitty planet. Oh, what's this on our map? Corvette workshop terminal. Okay, yeah, so it's telling us where to go back to the space station. We were planning on doing that anyway, game. We're heading there right now. Hello, Marked Planet. And I think that planet as well, I'm probably just going to unmark it because it says aggressive sentinels. I'm pretty sure we can find a place with more Corvette modules that is not having aggressive sentinels with it. And I can show you a neat little trick to collect up some parts for that. Oh. Here's me talking all about that, and here I'm heading right to the damn Marked Planet. Really didn't want to go there. Alright, let's go to Discovery. So let's unmark that guy. So I know this got salvageable scrap, but with aggressive sentinels, it'd be hard to pick things up. Only 2 planets in the system, so we're not going to go Corvette part hunting here. Okay, was there anything else that I could collect up here? I don't think. Assemble a Corvette. Corvette. Where's that start? Right. It's over here. There it is. Alright. As most famous men have said, where's the hole? There it is. And I'm not going to elaborate on that any more than I already. Yep. This is Nobai Fakati Station. Okay, so our Corvette assembly terminal is up there, but I think we want to go over here, have a look, because I know these terminals over here change from time to time, but this might have the same stuff to trade for. Let's just have another quick look. Planetary chart, emergency signal scanner, silicate powder. Oh, there's carbon. Let's grab this carbon.
Product received.
I need the silicate powder. Yeah. Oop. I don't know what the hell you do. First dust. The slick gland expressions of a colossal sandworm. Ugh. Smells curiously sweet. Titan worm. Blighted by Titan worm activity. So it's covered in worm shit. Okay, yeah, I don't want that. Okay. Alright. Let's go build ourselves a Corvette and say goodbye to our starter ship, because we are going to transfer command to our new Corvette. And trust me, when you build your first Corvette, it's not going to be impressive at all. Let's take a breather. I really hope eventually we find some movement modules, because I'm slow. Ooh. Okay, added more spooky sounds. Hey, Corvette! Create a new Corvette! Okay, so one of the first parts you need is a landing gear. Now, I know we can make 2 if you want. You can put 1 forward, 1 back if you want. I'm not going to, because these do take up slots in the inventory of the ship. And I want to try to keep some stuff open in the ship for upgrades. So we need a hab. So let's get a hab. I'm going to put this... Yeah. In front of it. Yeah. Backward? I don't know. Put it there. We are also going to need a back. That one. And then we're going to need... None of the landing gear is flashing. But what I want to get is these landing thrusters. Because they'll work as thrusters, plus they're also landing. That would be nice. Okay, so Titan ramp. Put that on the ship. Get a way in and off of it. Sublight thrusters. usually hang these off of the side. Shoe. Ugh. Hand up a little bit. One there, and then we want to take the other one and LT it. Flip it. Put one on the opposite side. And I think the only other thing we can build is the little, the reactor and the photon cannon. So I'll put that up there. And then our cannon. I get away with putting that. I think I'm going to put it on the top of the ship. I'm going to show you why here in a second. Now, did we have any other modules? I don't think we did. Just the other landing. Do I really want that other landing gear ship? I don't think I need it. One in the middle. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Now, another thing you can do with your Corvette, once you have it built, it's looking all pretty, select a part of your hull, hit your double square button, or what I like to fondly, because I'm old, it used to always be the select button on a controller, and then the one with the lines on it on your controller, that used to be start. But anyway, I don't refer to that anymore. It's squares and lines or something. I'm going to pick a color for this. So our guy's kind of blue and gold, so let's go with that. And maybe a metallic finish with it. Let's apply this to the entire Corvette. Oh, finalize this design. Okay, now it's saying, hey, you want to claim this thing? And I do. Yeah, see, these spots here are open. And if I would have taken another landing gear, it would have taken another one of these spots. Add to my collection or swap the current ship. You know, I could just add it to our collection instead of swapping it out, and I think that's what I'm going to do. Because then I'll have the other ship to go back to if I want to. All right. There we go. And we have another part of the quest done. This is a very basic Corvette module. We don't really have much in it at all. So we have the back hatch, a little walkway, and the front hatch. Now I am going to build something else inside here, which is this, an internal stairway. And the reason why I'm building that, I'll put that right here, is I want to be able, when I'm, you know, parked on a planet somewhere, to be able to come up here and then just dive off, right, to go somewhere on the planet. But I will warn you, if you don't open this thing and you go and you dive off, not all the time does it put your little beam me up snotty thing on your ship. I would still, I mean, you can just, you know, lower this and just dive off. If you want to, you can do that as well. Doesn't matter. Okay, so we got our very basic designed Corvette. Another thing I'm going to warn you about here, because I've heard about this happening. So when you're in this menu, if you wanted to, you could go to this and put down a portable refiner. Don't do that. Apparently with this expedition update, if you do that, you'll brick your save. It causes a glitch. And I'm not going to do it, because then we'd have to start all the F over again. And I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. All right, so, but if you do really say, well, I want a refiner on my ship, go to the actual one that you can build, right? Because that one won't break it. It won't cause the mess up. Now, we could build storage on the ship. But right now for us, I don't think it's really an issue, because the Starship has this and then this. All right. Now we need to move some things around because this is our Atlantic. Some things to transfer. This is our sublight thrusters. The active module. I don't know if that'll work in conjunction with these. Let's see. Pulse engine. But I'm going to move these over. I'm going to keep them all down in this. corner. Because as you see, when you put things together, you get a little bit of a boost. See, this ups my maneuverability by quite a bit by doing that. Let's try moving this over here. I think that reactor could have an effect. Maybe it doesn't. Let's see. Photon cannon, and drive, landing. Can I get a bonus being over here? It does. Hyperdrive, be beside the Atlantic drive. Yep. Let's move the shield unit down here for now. Photon cannon here. Don't have a boosted one on this Corvette. At least I'm not seeing it. Usually if you get, there's a boosted one, it'll be in purple. Pulse cannon. I thought there was one of these you could boost. Photon cannon. Put that over here. Yeah, there we go. That'll up my damage potential a little bit. Yeah, the cockpit with that. A boost for maneuverability. There we go. I think I got things separated up as best as I can for now. All right. Anything we can store on that? Let's put the silver on the ship. Maybe the wiring looms. Not sure. Okay, let's see. Did we get our reward for this? No, we didn't. What did we get on this? Refiner unit. Powerful frost protection upgrades. Yeah, let's take that. So I think we do, at some point, do have to go to a cold world. So, an upgrade for that. My exosuit. Let's put that over here with this one. They'll boost each other. Most of it. Or thermal. Those all together. Yeah, that's a boosted slot there. So maybe what I'll do is I'll move the bolt caster here. This here. There, that gave me even more damage potential. Might as well take a boost on it if I can. Okay. Brain manipulator is down in juice, so let's give it some silicate powder. This unstable gel. Would you like some unstable gel? That over here. Need it. Move the amp here. That should be good for now, I think. We need sodium nitrate. Yeah, I couldn't buy any of that. Very little of that, and I have no regular sodium. Okay. Good stuff. Alright, back to this. Search the wreckage for a lost Corvette, and then that in itself will complete first part of the expedition. Well, let's go do that then. Ta-da! Alright, so get out here into space. Find a nice path. Then what you want to do is go into your exosuit inventory. Scan for debris. Do this one. Then what you do is you go to your pulse drive and wait for it to pick up something down there in the right hand corner, and then get out of the boost. Now be careful, folks. I'll warn you that this used to have a bug, because you got to kind of get out of your ship to get this. Okay? Fast 32. Slow down. Now I know. There we go. We can get some Corvette parts. shoot some of these. Usually 2 over. Speedbird. Speedbird nacelle 1. I think that's all you can get here. So what you want to do is you want to get out of your ship. Leave the pilot seat up here. Now there was a bug, if you jumped off of this, it would slingshot you backwards and break your save. But apparently they've patched that. Let's do a little scan and see if we can find the thing we need. Okay, it's right over here. Let's head towards it. On the other side. There it is. Cover crew log. Captain, found a blank on the last walkout. It says, bring us luck. We'll need it. Cruise has been away so far. All the astronauts stuff's tonight's nonsense, but nothing better. Wow. Yeah. Here we go. And that will conclude part 1 of the expedition. Okay, let's fly back to our ship. Boy, I'm glad they fixed that. Watched other people play that. A lot of trouble with that. Okay, what's our rewards for completing this now? Advanced mining plans. Oh, and an aqua jet. So that'll help for underwater swimming. Advanced mining laser. We definitely need that. Good thing we bought those wiring looms. All right, so let's go into this upgrade. This is aqua jets for the ship. This allows us to land on water. I'm being honest. Watched a lot of people have problems with that. Let's move these 2 units over. Let's see, this is landing gear. There we go. Oh, boost. Didn't boost. Over here. Nope. Okay, I guess you don't get any extra bonuses by having that. But we did pick up this, and we picked up this, so that's some more Corvette pieces. Great, I gotta sneeze again. Good God. As my mom would famously say, my brain's dusty. Okay, multi-tools good. Good here. Alright. Phase 1 is complete, and what's the reward for completing this? Sign of the Stars, poster plans, Eternal Serpents. Let's get that and complete it up. And this gives you some posters and stuff if you wanted to decorate your ship if you want. You see this tab here. So if it's like, oh, I want to put that on the ship, and you know, come over here and put it on one of these walls. Easter on there. Okay. Yeah. Maybe I should turn it around. I don't know. It'd be better if you could upload your own picture. I know I might put a... Well, I suppose people would abuse that, wouldn't they? Let's say I'd put up a Playboy calendar. Alright. We get that on there, and I'm going to delete. Alright. So, we've got phase 1 of the expedition completed. Going on to phase 2, we then have to reach the second rendezvous point, which is marked on the galaxy map. Alright, so I am going to get in the cockpit. Let's turn and go over here a little bit. Before we work to the next galaxy. How far away is it? Okay, first jump is here. Can I make the second jump? No. I'd like to find an upgrade for the ship's warp drive so we can go a little bit further. But anyway, let's zip into this system. And I'm going to head right to the space station. We'll save it there. And then, you know, Next time we pick up on the expedition, we'll play another hour, and we'll see if we can start to advance some of Phase 2. Try to complete that off. I just want to go ahead and try to do it in order, if I can. I know the guys, like I said, that speed run it, you know, like they know like what stuff they can do in the area they're in right now. Okay, so let's have a look what we're dealing with. Aggressive Sentinels, Ancient Bone, Life Incompatible Moon. This one is a nuclear with uranium salt. A bubbling planet by Sentinel. So not really anything in this system as far as planetary bodies that are any good to us, as far as I can tell. Let's see if the space station will yield some goodies. Like I said, I know we need sodium, we always need carbon, stuff like that. Chromatic metal, I think I've addressed that need. Yahoo! We are done. All right. I am going to do one thing though before we wrap up this episode. I want to show you as well. We picked up some Corvette parts, and if you want to, you can store those Corvette parts right here. Okay, so I picked up, oh, it automatically gave me a refiner unit. I think the other pieces are here. Yeah, so they got to be on your exosuit, or you can actually pick them up and actually move them. Like if you wanted to put Corvette Workshop, by hitting Y, you can put them right into the Corvette Workshop. If not, you can do it the manual way, like I'm doing here. Move them over to your exosuit, then X on this, and now you can move those piece parts here. We only got one of each. One of them is a Albatross side pod, external plating, and this one is a nacelle. So this is what I want to check. Into design. Let us. All right. So this ship is called Visionary Sword. Modifies. And then when it comes up, hit Y. Why? Because it's too far to walk. Ooh. I'm sorry. That is a. For me, that's an ugly piece. Not on our ship. That's not going to be any good. And then what about this? It's Albatross side part. Well, it is kind of an Albatross because it's freaking huge. Yeah, not going to use that. But maybe when I get some other habs or something. Anyway, leave the workshop. And just to make sure that saved up. I always like to sit back in the chair and then get out of it again. And then you know you got a proper save. So anyway, if you're liking my playthrough of the Breach Expedition, make sure you smash the like button, make sure you click subscribe, and then hit the bell notification so that the next time I upload one of your favorite videos, you'll be able to be notified that I'm posting. Till next time, everybody, this is Old Guy Plays 1969. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.